I'll keep it on the feet. Paddy Pimblett reveals perfect game plan to stop Justin Gaethje early. Paddy Pimblett says he'll win by beating Justin Gaethje at his own game on January 24. The interim lightweight title will be on the line when they fight in the UFC 324 main event. Paddy Pimblett is a BJJ specialist who is known for leaving his chin in the air when he strikes. Justin Gaethje is a prolific knockout artist with the ability to put people to sleep with one punch. Paddy Pimblett will strike with Justin Gaethje. Paddy Pimblett's obvious route to victory is to get his opponent to the floor as soon as possible. However, the baddie insists he will stand and strike with Justin Gaethje at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. I'll keep it on the feet with him, Pimblett said during a recent interview with TNT Sports. There's the blueprint there to beat him, Max Holloway, done it. Everyone underestimates my striking. Everyone thinks I'm just going to come in and I'm going to take him down, and I'm not. He had an absolute war with Michael Chandler, and I pieced Chandler up. So, I know MMA math doesn't work, but you'll see come January 24th, when we have a perfect game plan, and we finish him within 3. Paulo Costa moves to light heavyweight for fight with 16-0 KO machine at UFC 327. Paulo Costa has a new date and opponent for his next UFC fight. Borakinha was originally scheduled to face middleweight Bruno Ferreira at UFC 326 on March 7. However, their matchup was scrapped just days after it was announced when Paulo Costa withdrew for undisclosed reasons. Gregory Rodriguez has since stepped in to face Ferreira on the undercard of Max Holloway vs. Charles Oliveira II. Now, it's been announced that Costa will return to the octagon just over a month later than expected. Paulo Costa to return at UFC 327. On Tuesday, it was announced that Paulo Costa will return to the octagon at UFC 327 on April 11. The former middleweight title challenger will move to light heavyweight for a fight against 16-0 knockout artist Azamat Murzakanov. The number 6 ranked 205-pounds contender picked up the biggest win of his career when he knocked out Alexander Rakic inside one round at UFC 321 in October. Costa reacted to the fight news by sharing a shirtless picture, with the caption, "Bulking season Bab. Now secret juice unlimited." So far, just 3 fights have been confirmed for UFC 327, which doesn't have a main or co-main event. Israel Adesanya hasn't fought since suffering a shock KO loss to Nasruddin Imavov at UFC Saudi Arabia last February. Paulo Costa's old rival is set to make his eagerly anticipated comeback at UFC Seattle on March 28. Dana White announced Stylebender will take on Joe Pyfer when the UFC returns to Washington. Facing a fighter ranked number 15 at middleweight is a massive step down for the former 2-time champion. But Adesanya is hoping to get his career back on track after suffering 3 consecutive defeats. Joe Pyfer will look to spring an upset that propels him into the title picture and Adesanya towards retirement.